The following film is intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, graphic violence, nudity, and strong sexual content. Viewer discretion.
Interview somebody real quick. We're gonna definitely chop it up, man. Put yourself on mute real quick.
Got you.
I'm about to bring on Raven, man. She's gonna talk about her business and everything that she got that's going right now. Raven, what's going on? Unmute yourself.
What's going on?
So you on the Datz podcast. You know how I do it over here. I'm straight, unadulterated, unfiltered kind of information, but I do use my platform time and time for entrepreneurs as yourself. So tell the people, how long you've been doing your thing, how they can get in contact with you, what your websites, just all your social media so they can come follow you.
Okay, so the name of my business is called Rawh Ambition. I've been doing this for about 8 months now. I officially launched September. My Instagram handle, Facebook, all of that is Rawh Ambition, and it's spelled RAWH. The H is very important, and then Ambition on all platforms. And then the website is rawambition.com. Basically, it's a female boutique online. Everything goes through me. I'm actually expanding this weekend, so it's actually the perfect time for me to do this. I decided to go into more shoes and lingerie. Come December, I'm going to be going into like sex toys and stuff like that, and hair. I already have lashes, but I'm going to go into like hair, lashes, hair, weaves, things like that. Just different bundle deals and everything. It's basically going to be like a female in a box. That's what I don't know the name yet, but that's the idea I'm going for. She's going to have her hair, her lashes, makeup, all that in one box. Well, honestly, I worked in hospitality, and it just got to the point where, we was in the middle of a pandemic. I know I wanted to do something that was outside of working and punching a clock or whatever. And I looked at my daughter one day and I was like, dang, I've been through a lot. Like, the idea behind Rawh Ambition is it's about motherhood in a nutshell. If you go and you read my Meet the Owner, I give like a brief synopsis of it. But it's basically about moms just being sexy as fuck, like before they were moms. Like, just getting back to you, because I know when I had my daughter, it took me a minute to like really feel like whole again and feel like, oh, I'm somebody besides a mom. So that's why I sell like lingerie. I sell sexy shit. Like, I'm getting ready to post these boots, but I sell like everything that you want, like that makes you feel like, okay, I can do this. Like, when you put this on, then okay, I mean something.
Gotcha. Being that you are a new brand, how would you reach out to the people so people can actually know who you are and really just support you for you? A lot of times, by being a new entrepreneur, it's very hard work. But when you become your own entrepreneur, you kind of put your life and your career in your own hands. But what are you doing to build your platform up?
Yeah. Like right now, I do a lot of, with COVID and everything, it's all social media right now. Like, I do virtual pop-up shops. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups. I connect with a lot of people in Atlanta, female specifically, female business owners. I'm in a lot of groups and things like that. Group chats, just everything. That's my primary focus for getting my name out there. If I see a chance to network, I'm going for it.
With social media, you have to create where you're wanted in the social media field. You got a business, but then you gotta have entertainment to attract the business so more people can understand and kind of support you for you, because at the end of the day, you doing what everybody else is doing. So now we gotta find your niche to what makes you you. What makes Rawh Ambition, what makes people want to spend money with you.
Target audience, it's not just moms in general.
Okay.
Because then I get some everybody.
Yeah.
Young moms specifically, because it's people think like, oh, you're a young mom, you just no, it's hard. I can speak for myself personally. It was hard. Like I went through a lot when my daughter was born. In the past, the first 2 months when she was born, it was hell for me. It was the worst. Not necessarily because I was a mom, but everything on the back end. And everything that caused me to lose myself. But I stayed driven and I stayed motivated, and I came through a lot of things that could have torn me down and could have broken me down. I don't necessarily want to be a poster child, but I don't mind telling my story. I want to be able to reach people through my story. So I definitely agree with you. I do need to start utilizing that to some degree. But I'm the type of person, I gotta, reel it in, keep a little bit to myself, because everything ain't for everybody.
Correct.
But I do feel what you're saying, but it's mainly for young moms. I've noticed, like, even with my sales, it's ranging from like 22 to like 37. Okay. 37 still kind of hitting it, but 37 for my sales and for, like, the people that's really interacting with me the most and everything.
What's wrong being 37 though? What's wrong with being 37? What's wrong with being 37?
Just a little older. I ain't there yet, so I don't feel like I'm the type of person. I feel like maybe to an extent I can't reach you if I ain't been there myself. Yeah, I know I can hit the 20s. I can hit some of them people, and I even been through some stuff that people older than me haven't. But 37, I'm gonna work towards it. But I consult with different older ladies that I know and I emulate, look up to, and things like that to help me pick things and just connect with different people. Like, hey, you may not like this, but they do. Or you may not like this, but this is something that, could sell and everything like that. So, but few and far in between.
I think the older ladies is where the money at too.
Yeah,
they got their bag together, and cougars want to be sexy too. Just older.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm here for it. I like I like fun. I like, you like what you like. I'm here for it. If you spending your money with me, I ain't got nothing to say.
Right, because it's all support at the end of the day. Definitely all support. I just think, gravitate to, you say you already got your market, your target marketed, but your local. Let me ask you about your locally. Besides the internet, like, what are you doing locally that, will kind of make people want to tap into your online presence?
Well, I belong to a lot of, like I said, a lot of groups, local groups. I post in there. My mother-in-law, she has a shop. She has some of my merchandise. She has her own following, things like that. So I utilize her. I even have someone overseas, like, shouting me out. They have like this weekly ad that they run on the military installation for U.S. businesses. They use that for me. It's just different things, different platforms. They may not be local. Like, aside from myself and my mother-in-law, those and the social media aspect of it, that's primarily what I'm doing locally. As far as like getting my logo and everything out there, outside of it being utilized as my profile picture, on my pictures and things like that, that's about it. Simply because I didn't want it to be an aspect of where my logo is everywhere. Like, some stores, they'll sell things with just their logo. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to get into the nasty habit of that, because I feel like it pigeonholes you to a certain extent.
Speaking of merchandise, right? I see you got a shirt on. Is that part of your collection right there?
Oh, yeah, it actually is. Wait a minute, let me stand up real quick.
Make money, not friends.
Yeah, this is one of the hoodies that I sell. It's actually live on the site. I've had it. This was one of my openers, because this sound like me. No, I'm playing. But I love this hoodie to death. It's like nice and soft, and it's fitted. A lot of the things that I sell are fitted, because you gotta see the shape and everything. Yeah, this is one of mine.
Nah, I know I'm a little bit biased, and I know you've been talking about ladies all the time, but I'm interested in the men's collection. Like, where's the glasses, shoes, do-rags?
You asked me about that, and I'm trying to get into it. I talked to a couple people about some custom track suits and stuff like that. My daddy into hats too. He keep asking me about hats, so I'm looking into hats, and different things like that.
So you mentioned that you have another job, right? Or this is your full-time gig?
No, I have another job. I have two other jobs.
2 other jobs plus what you're doing now?
Yes.
How do you balance that? How do you balance
my second job is the military, so that's 24/7, 365, no matter what.
that?
And then I also work in hospitality management. I work in a hotel, so I clock in there, do my job, clock out, get harassed with emails and text messages, and while I'm getting harassed there, I'm posting here and I'm doing this and I'm responding to this and I'm filling orders and doing different things. So I make it work. Shoot, my lunch break, I'm mailing stuff off.
How much time do you say that you spend, for yourself?
For myself, probably too much time now. I'm a real chill person. Aside from when I take like a day to just like be to myself, because I date myself. I don't care what nobody says.
Correct.
I date myself. I got a man, but I date myself. He be alright. I gotta make sure I'm good. Aside from that, like I do that like once a week, and I take the night and just mind my business. Basically, I don't let nobody bother me or anything like that. That's like once a week, and then like every day, maybe 2-3 hours, something like that. But in that, I'm counting my lunch breaks. When I turn my phone off, I'm counting, the time I spend in the car. Like I ride in silence sometimes because I be thinking. I be jotting notes down in traffic, like things like that. Like, cause my mind just be moving. I just have to tune everything out sometimes. Juggling it all, really. Cause it's some days when I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a lot. And then it's some days like I love, like no matter what day it is, I love what I'm doing. But it's some days where it just hits you a little bit differently. Like, hey, what can I do? And today just so happened to be one of them days, like I'll be up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, knowing I gotta wake up at 7, but I'm up like, cause I'm like, hey, like I'm just feeling it. But it's like just trying to find that balance and not drain myself. That's the hardest part of my day.
You have a man, but you date yourself. What is the role and responsibility of your man to Rawh Ambitions? How is he helping you give you that strength and to lift up and to support what you're doing as well?
Like he's like one person that I go to, and sometimes I just be talking, like just because sometimes when I speak, sometimes I just gotta hear it out loud. I don't even need you to respond to me, and he gets that. I don't even need you to respond to me. I just need to hear it come out my face. I need to hear it come out of my mouth, and then I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Or I'll tell you, or like me and him will be talking. I'm like, hey, how you feel about this? Like, what do you think about that? Like he's like my bounce off person, so to speak. He promotes me, he listens to me, and people don't realize it, but that stuff matters, especially when you're a first-time business owner, like a true first-time business owner. I'm not talking about one of these people that be on Instagram be like, hey, DM me from prices. I'm talking about I got a website built, I have photo shoots lined up, I have different things, I have like connections and everything like that. This is not just a play thing. This is real life. So when you have a business like that, that partnership is very, very important. And he gives me that. He's that shoulder to lean on. He's that person to be like, hey, you doing too much. He's that person to be like, you sure about that? And he's also like, yeah, you do that shit. And that matters. That all matters. And it's not about his okay or his say so. It's about I'm here with you.
Yeah, you gotta have that cheerleader. You gotta have that cheerleader in your corner, to supporting his visions. Because sometimes, the person that's closest to you can be the one that actually hinders you from your growth and your development of your own company. So it's good to actually hear that you do have that support, and keep leaning on it, because there's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna actually need that, because it's gonna be some days you're gonna see some good sales, and there's gonna be some days you're gonna be like, man, am I really supposed to be doing this? You're gonna be questioning yourself a lot of times. And so, just take that time, find that time to be like, you know what? This is the person that I can talk to that can help me stay motivated, keep me focused, keep me, understanding that this success doesn't happen overnight, especially because I've been doing this for a long time, and it took me a while. When I say a while to kind of get to where I'm at, it took me a long time, and I pretty much like to reach back out, and anybody else that's doing anything positive or anybody that's doing anything that that's going to make them get to that next level, I'm all for it. I'm definitely all for it. Tell everybody, one more time what your social media is, so they can follow you, your Instagram, your Facebooks, so we can lock in.
Yeah, so the website is rawhambition.com, RAWH ambition.com. Instagram is the same, rawambition.com with the H, RAWH ambition. And then Facebook is Rawh Ambition. Like, it's no underscores, no periods, no dollar signs, nothing. Rawh Ambition all the way. Like, wait a minute, let me see.
Oh, there you go.
I had to find it.
That's cool. That's nice. But look, appreciate you tapping in with the Datz and Buddha podcast. You definitely be a regular. I hope you be a regular, so we can get your brand up and running. And hope much success comes to you. And really focus on that man line too. Cause I'm gonna be a nice supporter for you. So
I'm gonna get it. I actually have a collaboration with a friend of mine. She's a fashion designer. So
definitely on the lookout.
Yeah.
Definitely be on the lookout.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in, and happy selling, and continue doing your thing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.